It's Runuprico. Y'all rocking with Sound Discussions. Make sure y'all get my tape too. Life or Death, that's a hit right now. But we gonna get into it later.
Hello everyone, I'm your host, Passion Child. Today, we are here with a very special guest. He goes by the name of
Runuprico.
Mr. Runuprico himself, the hottest in Philly right now. So without further ado, let's get it started, man. So what part of Philadelphia are you from, and how was it like growing up out there?
I'm from like North Philly, like back of the projects, like Johnson Homes projects, like 27th Street, Banbury Street though. That's the block I lived on, but I lived in a lot of different locations, so I can't really just throw out one experience. Like I done lived in a couple, I mean, I done lived uppity, I done lived in the trenches, so it's like I can give you a couple different experiences, but.
How was school like, man? Like the school, going to school out there, especially when you first gained the popularity from the music.
Yeah.
How was that experience like? Explain to us.
I couldn't stay in class. Like, far as like when I first started, everything first started popping off. Like, my teachers told me like, you a distraction in the classroom.
For real?
Like, yeah, it ain't my fault if they gonna keep talking to me. Like, ain't. So from there, they telling me damn near I gotta do detention. So I ain't doing that. So I'm just rocking out with homeschool. So I ain't about to be doing detention because these people gonna be talking to me. So
definitely, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
yeah,
man.
school be different though. Like it's a different like.
But how did you feel though? Once knowing that you have all that attention, like how does that feel like as a person? You know what I'm saying? Because aside from the artist, you're still a human.
Yeah.
So how does that feel?
I mean, at first, like, see me, like I really hang around a lot of street dudes. So, like when a person keep looking at me, it's like what you keep looking at, folks. You feel me? Like what's up? Like, but I had to just really register. Like, hold up, like you Runuprico now. Like
Exactly.
You can't be doing that. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like then it'd be like I be getting different reactions out of people. You feel me? Like I didn't like in school one time, a girl damn near passed out. She sitting there, no, he don't go here. He don't go to my school. I done went here before she went here. I don't know why she saying that, but she just seen me that day and tripped out, so it was what it was. Like.
That's crazy. Now, who or what would you say were some of your influences, music-wise, coming up?
Chris Brown.
Surprise?
Yeah, I like Chris Brown. I always liked the Chris Brown.
Really?
Yeah, Chris Brown, that was bull.
On the singing side?
On the singing side, like, and then when he rapped, that was just the hardest part to me. But I like Chris Brown. Right now, though, I'm Roddy Ricch, boy. Let me see, I play a lot of Roddy Ricch. What I listen to, Young Dolph. I got a couple artists I listen to, but mainly right now, Rich Boy COD. Shout out, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah. Other than that, though, we working.
That's crazy, man. Chris, I would probably would have been expecting somebody like definitely not Chris Brown. I would not expect that because your sound is definitely not. I wouldn't throw it in that category though, but it's surprising. What would you say is your favorite thing to do when you're not writing music or in the music realm? What's aside from music? What is your favorite thing you would say you like to do?
See, now I'm kind of like an crib person now. I'm on some Fortnite. 2K.
Definitely.
I'm in the game now. Like my girl hated, but
definitely.
We playing the game all day. My little brothers.
Okay. Now, if you could explain, what your songwriting process is like, as far as from beat selection to just diving into it. How do you take that approach to writing a song?
See, with me, it's like I just go to the studio. Like I don't really have no beats. Like people send me beats all day, but it don't like I never could really dive into it how I want to, because it's like once I write something, I go to the studio. I don't know. It's like never how I could picture it. You know what I mean? So I usually just go in the studio. Like now I just go in the studio, tell my engineer to put some beats on, and from there I just go ahead, and it don't take me longer than 30 minutes to make a song.
So you're telling me are you more so freestyling, or are you?
It's like I write so much it's like freestyling is just becoming too easy.
Okay.
Cause like like you ever can hear like I can't say it to you, but it's like I could just hear a beat and I knew something that I wrote before to this beat, but it wasn't to this beat, but it's something that can go to that beat. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't root so much. Like I don't go to sleep without writing. So I knew for a fact if I get in the studio, I hear a beat, I'm going to have something for
So
it.
I respect that.
That's
man.
the whole set, but it'd be like I'm going to have something for it. So it'd be like just put a beat on, and usually I like beats with like pianos, drums, like little instruments in them. It just bring my voice out better. Like
Definitely, man. What would you do differently if you had the power to go back in time? What would you do? What would you say you'd do differently if you had the power to go back in time and just change everything? What would you do differently?
Definitely, number one. I mean, it's a lot. It ain't too much, but you know, I did make a couple mistakes, but then there's some things that you know you can't control. Things that just happen. Like far as like death, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I can say I wish my brother never died, but it's not nothing I really could have did for that, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It could have been like, oh, I wish he would have came to my crib that night instead of being out there, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's like I just live, it just deal with the consequences, bro. It's like whatever comes is gonna happen, like I can't control it, so.
That's interesting you brought that up because, you know, right now in the city of Philadelphia, there's so much violence going on, and you living in it, you being there, you know, it's different from someone just from the outside looking in. What's going on? Why do you think the violence is at an all-time high right now? What's the cause, do you think, and what do you think that we could kind of do as a unit, as a whole, to you know, kind of, you know, resolve this issue that's going on and all you know, because there's so many innocent lives being taken as well.
Yeah.
Because apparently, you know, when those who are, you know, shooting, they miss their target and innocent lives get taken as well. So what do you think that, you know, we can actually do to fix this you know, madness?
I mean, number one, see, I don't really know, I can't really hit it on the news, but I can like give an example. Like for my folks, for example, like my folks, he like what I think, how I think it should be. I think these old heads that's in these streets, that's really somebody's, should really get into these neighborhoods and dig in, like figure out what's going on themselves. For like the people that claim they the neighborhood heroes and all that, like get involved. You feel me? Instead of just talking about it, like see, cause my folks, my old head rich boy, he'd take a young boy from that neighborhood, and the young boy from that neighborhood, young boy from that neighborhood, and we all come together like this. So it's like my neighborhood was beefing with his neighborhood, but not until we came together. So now we folks, it's like everything else gonna squash, you feel me? So it's like, it really stuck with these old heads, like they gotta dig in and they gotta get into these communities, like, cause these young boys, we don't think, we just go ahead and do whatever we do and think about it after, so we really be needing old heads sometimes, so it's like.
I mean, do you get worried, you know, as far as having a loved one not get involved with what's going on? Like, you know, if you're, I guess, beefing with the next neighborhood and somebody who you love closely, do you ever worry that they could possibly, you know,
like something can happen to them?
Yeah, do you ever worry about that?
That's why I keep, like I just said in one of my raps, like I don't know when somebody gonna go, so I really try to keep everybody close, you feel me? Like everybody, I really hang with everybody, I really got genuine love for it, got genuine love with me. We really stay like this.
How does that feel though, man? Just knowing that that's what's going on around you. How does it?
It's Philly. It's like when you once you get that spotlight, everybody wants what you got. But it's like y'all ain't grind for what I got. So it's like people gonna try to take it from me, and they can't take it from us. So it's like it's a whole. It's like I don't know. I can't explain it too much, but you know what I mean?
It's crazy, man.
It's just different though.
Aside from hip hop and you know, rap music, what other type of genres do you would you say you would listen to aside from, you know, the typical rap hip hop?
I see shit, my girl might put on some soft R&B type stuff every here and there, but I don't really listen to it, you know? I really try to keep it in the category, but I don't really jump too much out my league too much, you feel me? Definitely. I ain't really never jump too much out there, but I mean, it might be cool to experience different stuff, but I ain't never jump out there yet, you feel me?
Okay, that's cool. What would you say is your favorite clothing store to go shopping at?
My favorite clothing store?
Yeah.
Neiman's.
Yeah?
They got all the heat. Sneakers, they got all the heat. They got everything in there. It wasn't nothing like grabbing your own pair of sneakers from Neiman's.
Is there, do they have like the skinny fit jeans, like jeans that fit you tight, like the rock stars?
Oh, you talking about like clothing wise and all that? I don't know. I be everywhere, bro. I'm H&M, might got some good jeans. I don't know. I'm just going. I ain't gonna say I'm always like materialistic, boy. It's like it's look good on you, then I'm wearing it. Like these girls out here wearing Fashion Nova, so why I can't wear my H&M jeans?
Exactly.
You feel me? Like that's what it is. I just want to look nice. I don't care. Like it ain't gonna be no Walmart or nothing. Like it ain't gonna be too.
Of course.
Yeah, but it's gonna be something out the mall.
Definitely, man.
Once you throw some design on something, they all be cousins after that. So.
Exactly.
Everything cousins, yeah.
Exactly, man. Now, who would Runuprico say is his top 5 artists, dead or live?
Right now, I'm gonna go with Dolph. I like Roddy Ricch. I like Roddy Ricch though. I ain't gonna lie. I like Dolph. I like Roddy. Let me see. You can't go wrong with the Hooves, but I'm thinking more of my league though. You feel me? Cause they always gonna have that spotlight, but I'm thinking more like more like the I see the Roddy, I said Dolph, Dirt. Who else am I listening to, man? I'm listening to Meek definitely got some heat. Future though. Future. I bang with Future. I got a couple people, I just can't really get them all at the top of my head though right now. But I got a couple artists I listen to though.
Okay. Let me see. When it comes to a place that you would say is your number 1 spot to eat, where would you say is your your favorite place, to always go to eat?
For my favorite spot to eat? I go a lot of places, man. I don't really want to get my spot up. And I don't want to look up and everybody in my spot like they did me. But it's some good spots out here, but y'all gotta go find them. It ain't for y'all to know. Y'all gotta go find them. I found them.
You gotta definitely have them do the hard work. You already did your part. So now, as far as something I would say you hate about the music industry, what was something you say that you really hate about it?
What I hate? I mean, it ain't too much that I hate. I don't really hate nothing. It's a couple things I dislike. Like, I dislike Yes Men. You feel me? Like, y'all just letting these dudes do whatever they want out here. Y'all know that's not thorough, man. Like, y'all let them record that? Y'all let them do that? Like,
and half the time,
it'd be Yes Men. Like, that's the only thing I don't really like. But hey, I just let everybody do their thing. I'm doing my thing. I ain't worried about nobody else. You feel me? But it ain't. I don't really know. It's a couple things out here in the music industry that's kind of like fishy. Like, you gotta watch who manage your paperwork. You gotta watch a lot of stuff out here. Like, everybody ain't just trying to see you win. People just trying. They probably want to see you win, but they want to win more than they want you to win. You feel me?
It's kind of like
the whole set. Like,
it's kind of like nobody wants to see you above them. Period. And I think that's how life is. I want to see you win, but I just don't want you ahead of me. I think that's what it is. And so, for me, man, I think as long as you continue doing what you got to do and really worrying about getting to your goal, I think that's all it's all about. Not worrying about the next one, because when it's all said and done, the great guys and anybody great that you can think of that actually achieve something great. 9 times out of 10, I can assure you that they were not focused on the next man. Look at Obama. Like, he became the first black president. You think if he would have been worried about, had he been thinking, oh snap, there was never any other black president, how do I expect myself to do that? So his mindset, you can clearly understand that he was just, tunnel vision, just focused, not worrying about being the first black president. So with that being said, man.
You know what? It is something I hate about this rap stuff. I hate rap beef. Leave me out of rap beef. I don't know how this rap beef go. You feel me? I thought that when people talk about you on the internet, you handle your business when you see them. I ain't know that it was all this. Like, that's what I hear. Leave Runuprico out of rap beef. I don't want nothing to do with no rap beef. It's this rap beef is something different out here. I don't want nothing to do with it. And y'all having guys look like bullies and all that. I don't, leave me alone.
That's
what I don't like about this rap stuff. Rap beef. It ain't no yet. What is rap beef?
What is rap beef?
Explain that to me.
Honestly, what
is rap beef?
You know what I think when it comes to rap beef, quote unquote? I think it's really the next man trying to kind of use, put it this way, right? Remember, you ever heard 50 Cent How to Rob?
No.
All right. Basically, his whole approach behind that was he was attacking all those who were bigger than him. Mm-hmm. To ultimately garner more attention to him. And so I think when it's all said and done, I think it all has to do with getting leverage, you know, and ultimately bringing attention to you. Because if I'm trying to beef with Runuprico, knowing that he has the popularity and it's not really beef there. It's just me trying to kind of get his people, his fans to check me. I think that's the core of it. So
it's spooky. I don't even want to talk about that no more. But just run up out the rap beef. Like.
What would Runuprico hope to have accomplished within a 5-year span of time, man?
Man, the M's got that bank account. That's number one. The M's got the bank account. I ain't say the M's got my sneaker box at the time. I wasn't in the bank account this time. You feel me? Let me see. I want a lot of my friends and family to be like wealthy. You feel me? In 5 years, I think in 5 years, cause I really think that the average rapper career only gonna last like 5 years. Like, you only gonna really be popping. Like, people don't want to keep hearing all that.
Not even for Drake.
But yeah, but if you can keep it going, and but it's like you gotta switch it up though. Like, you can't just sound the same for 30 years. Like, you're not gonna hear me sounding the same for 30 years. It's like once you hear me first come out, then you hear me now, and it's like it's a whole different transaction. Like, it's like I got better from them. You feel me? So you can hear it. Like, I done got ad-libs, got signature ad-libs. It's like everything just start coming together more.
And that's honestly, it's funny you said that because as a real artist, you have to be able to know how to ship. You cannot be, you know, how do I call it, one-track minded as a real artist. And so there's some artists who are still stuck in the 80s, quote unquote, that they're all about the bars. Listen, I am not knocking the bars. Yeah. All I'm saying is, understand what's
going on right now. That's not what's really popping right now. Like,
exactly, and feed the people what they want. Like, you can't, for example, right? I'll use the analogy of food, right? If you're constantly eating pizza, right? Eating pizza all the time, every Friday, boom, boom, boom. At some point in time, you're gonna like, dang, I'm tired of eating pizza. You want to try something new. So with that being said, music-wise, if you keep feeding them the same thing, bars, at some point in time, they're going, dang, can we hear something?
Yeah, they ain't like, popping right now.
Exactly, and you just gotta confuse them, hit them with something different. And when they hear something like, oh, this is different, it's kind of like, you kind of get their mind off of what they're used to. And then because it's something new, they're in awe. Like, they're like, oh, damn, this is different. It's not like what, it's not what, we're used to. So that's how,
that's why I always like the Chris Browns and all of them, like, cause Chris Brown, he wasn't just like, I don't know, he was doing his own little thing with it. It's like I knew all the Chris Brown songs. I think that's really kind of that's probably where I start getting my voice from though. Just singing along, like you ever just sing along with a singer, you like, I sound like him a little bit. I think I can sing like him. But then it's like once I started writing my own music, I just figured out how to just sing, like, not sing, but just give it a good harmonize or whatever you want to call it. Like, just give it that without what I always wanted to, like, you know what I mean? So everything just fall together now.
Yeah, man, I think it's a being, having the ability to just think outside the box, man. That's all it is. If you really want to, like, all right, we'll use Drake as a reference, right? Drake, he was accused of the whole ghostwriter, which we all can say that that's what he's done. But Drake is such a genius, right? He knows how to adapt and he knows how to he knows what the people want to hear. So it's just, that's all it's about, honestly. So that's really all it's about. What would you say is your favorite color and why is that?
I like black. I just like wearing all black.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's always been your favorite color?
Yeah, black.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wear all black. Like that's my twist. I think black just, I don't know. Black just bring everything out better or something. I don't know.
How about this? When you were like very young, did you ever watch Power Rangers when you was very young? Never watched it?
I ain't like them type cartoons. Yeah, that was my uncle and them twists, like Naruto and all that. I wasn't into all that. I was into like the Boondocks and Family Guy.
Yeah, definitely. Because I was going to ask you, if you did watch Power Rangers, what would be your favorite,
like
Rangers?
South Park, like I was trying big, like.
Okay. Now, what would you say is something that you love about your city and something you dislike about your city?
Something I love about my city, I love how everybody be, but I love how everybody be saying that Philly don't show love. You feel me? Cause Philly show love. I wouldn't be where I'm at, Philly ain't show love. They just show love who they want to show love to, and they show love because it's like it's either you got it or you don't. You feel me? So it's like if you don't got it, like Philly is really tough. It's like everything is like a competition. Like everybody know how to do everything in Philly. It's like when I used to live out the Norris towns, I live out Pottstown. It was like people was like dedicated to one thing out there. You feel me? Like if somebody was good on bikes, then you just seen them every day on a bike. You feel me? But it's like with me, I moved out there. I see niggas on bikes. I could do that too. I could wheelie a bike 10 blocks in one hand. Like, what's up?
No,
they
really?
Like, yeah, no, dead serious. I could really do that because that's what was in when I used to be in them projects every day. Like, it was a competition. Like, everybody knew how to wheelie but me. And it's like, man, I gotta figure out how to wheelie. Like, I gotta figure it out. Like, people was littler than me, younger than me, throwing them bikes up.
So if they
I thought I wasn't strong enough. I seen a little man do it.
So,
no, I got him.
Say no word.
I got him. I'm gonna figure that out. But it's like out there, everybody be dedicated to one thing. You see people, they play football, that's all they doing. It's off season, they lifting, you feel me? With me, I'm doing everything, like, but it's just like, I was just doing everything, like, so it's like, with music, now it's just like, this my twist right here. Like, I ain't gotta do too much, like, it's like, you see how they be like, you gotta really practice on your craft, like practice make perfect. See with them, they gotta lift weights, they gotta do that. Man, I'm gonna roll this little joint up right here, blaze this, put a beat on, and that's my practice right there. I'm gonna write this joint. That's how I'm gonna practice right here.
Definitely,
that's the whole set.
That's awesome, bro. It's understanding what you're good at and just stick with it, bro. That's really what the essence of life is all about, knowing your purpose and just doing what you have to do to fulfill it. Country or state, man? What would you like to possibly visit? All right, you know what? State-wise, where would you want to visit? Not even visit. Visit or live?
Live.
Live. Okay.
Yeah,
State-wise, where would you want to live?
I've been because I already been to LA. I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Miami. I've been to Virginia. I've been a couple of little places, but.
So let me ask you this, right? If you had $1 billion right now, right? What would you do to help your community with knowing you have that type of money? What would you do to try to make a difference within your community?
So, see, I know, growing up, I knew I had a lot of hobbies, like being as a kid. So I really know, like, I'm not gonna say cause it's a different generation, so I really can't say I know what the kids into nowadays, cause I really don't too much, but I know what I was into as a kid. So I know that it ain't too much power centers around the way. Like it ain't no good basketball. Like when it's cold outside, where we gonna go play ball at? You feel me? Like we need an indoor court to go play ball at. It gotta be a good facility though, like a good inside gym. You feel me? It gotta have some central heat in that gym. Like it could be a couple different things we can do for the community. They can help them just stop looking at all the violence. You feel me?
I like that.
Yeah, like you can open up basketball leagues. You can do football teams, whatever it is. Like this is like camps, whatever it can be. Whatever's gonna keep the kids like. Is you gotta keep their eye, like, you feel me?
Cause there's there's a lot of people in high power with that has that type of money, but they see what's going on and they're just like reluctant to even partake or try to make a change. How does that make you feel, man?
Well, when people,
Knowing that there's people who are in high power and you know.
Oh yeah. Oh what? Just knowing that there's people out here like
That knows, you know, that you know, people, for example, right? There's
you talking about like people that got money and all that I know that's in Philly but ain't doing nothing for Philly. How I feel about
like how
that?
you feel about that, man? Like,
I mean, that's on them. You feel me? Like what goes around comes around. You being stingy, that's on you. Like I don't care. I'm gonna get mine.
regardless, yeah.
I'm gonna get mine. And my whole thing is when people around me happy, I'm happy. So it's like I'm gonna do what I gotta do with my ones. So it's like whatever other people do with their ones, that's up to them. But if you gonna be that and do that with your money, then hey, go ahead. Cause I might do something with my money you not like. So I ain't gonna speak on nobody else doing nothing with their money. So don't speak on nothing I do with my money. That's all I'm saying.
It's crazy, man. I know for me, if I was in a high power position, I definitely would, you know, what you said about installing more community, you know, more activities such as, you know, indoor basketball courts or something that's going to be available for, you know, for kids, not even kids, but like adults, just somewhere to go to kind of get their minds off of, you know, what's going on, you know, and this would also help lessen the violence and just having something to do. I think people were just like, you know, like you said, bored.
Yeah, just like when I was living like when I used to be in the project every day. It's like at Hank Gabb's 25th and Diamond. Every Sunday the park gonna be popping. They got all these basketball games going on. They got all the old heads playing. You feel me? It's like it was something to do though. You feel me? It's like every Sunday you know that park gonna pop. You know that they gonna have a DJ out there. You know it's gonna be 250 people out there and it's gonna be all good vibes. You feel me?
That's the thing, having something in place that people can just look forward to doing.
People cook it out, everything. Like that's the old summers though. I can't speak for these summers. Like I don't know what's coming these summers. Like
it's horrible. It's scary what's going on, man. We were talking about country and state earlier. You know, where you would possibly want to go and live or visit. Now, country. I think you said California or Cali. Now, country-wise, where would you say you would possibly want to check out or go live someday when you're in that position?
I don't know. I watch too many movies. People getting kidnapped and all that. Like, I want to stay in the USA. I ain't trying to go out there.
Yeah, no.
Dog, I'm cool. Real rap.
What about China? What, you know,
it's
like
cool
that's
to go visit, but you know how it be like, you know how they say don't go too far that way, and I don't like. I fuck around walk that way by accident or something. Like I get high. I don't. You feel me? You know how they like you being this unknown. Like you know how you like my pop told me story. They went out Jamaica. They said don't go too far up that hill. You feel me? Next thing you know, they all the way up that hill, and they the only people up there. You feel me? Like that's I don't want nothing to do with that. Leave me in my crib.
I mean, because when you think about like the continent, like, you know, you got Africa, China. Is there any countries that you heard of, you know, such as, you know, like there's Nigeria, you know, Liberia, like there's a lot of countries in Africa that you know, that you possibly probably heard about, right? Did you possibly say, one day I want to visit that country ever?
Yeah. I want to visit. I want to go to Jamaica, of course.
Jamaica, okay.
I probably do go other places, but right now I'm still young. Right now I'm just focused on the ones. I'm trying to get the ones right now. Other than that, like we gonna take trips. We take trips, but I don't really got my eye on no countries and all that type stuff.
Not yet.
I'll just be more like I'm trying to go back out LA, or I'm trying to go back down Atlanta or Miami. You feel me?
Okay.
Like the places I'm a little familiar with.
Now, for those who don't know your age, how old are you, man?
I'm 18. I turn 19 next month.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm 18.
The youngest doing, it's safe to say, huh?
Youngest in charge.
How does that feel though, knowing that you're that young? Because there's a lot of artists who took quite a while before they got to the level, you know, of recognition and popularity. Now, knowing that you're this young, how does that, you know, kind of make you feel? And are you are you grateful? Like, how do you feel about this?
Yeah, I'm grateful. Like I love all my supporters. I don't really call too many people my fans, cause it's like nowadays they using that word for anything. Like Philly is big on like this word called Dickie, and like they stuck on that word. Like you can't say like anything you do is gonna be Dickie. So it's like I don't call nobody my fan. I just say that's my supporter or he showing love. But it's like every here and there, a fan word might just slip out. But you know what I mean. Like I ain't one of them. I don't look at everything like how they look at it. Like I done been other places and like when I done been out to Miami on South Beach and then ran into a lot of different people like Casanova and I was in the club sitting next to Lil Pump and the boy Shiggy, you know the funny boy Shiggy always dancing. I'm in the joint. This nigga then they grab my pocket. I'm like, oh, what's up? He all drunk. He like, oh, my fault, bro. Next thing you know, he all on my Insta Snap, my phone talking my Insta Snap. But it's nothing like outside of Philly, it ain't too much dicking. They don't find everything dicking. Like I was just in my own little lane. You feel me? A nigga grabbed my pocket. Now I got him on my Insta Snap. People probably looked at it like, dang, he all in Shiggy face, got him on the Insta Snap. No, he grabbed my pocket. You feel me? That's how I met him. He grabbed my pocket on some junk shit because he almost fell over. He grabbed my pocket. I look at him like, my natural reaction, why you grabbing my pocket? Now I look and see who it is. I'm like, oh, man, get off me, man. Like, you the big.
That's crazy, man. Has there been any, all right, I'm gonna ask you two questions, right? Who would you say is one celebrity that you want to meet, that you've always wanted to, that you kind of looked up to since you were,
Chris Brown, man.
Chris Brown. Now, if you met him, how would you think you'll react to meeting him since you've always kind of looked up to him? Would you be starstruck or would you just keep it cool?
I'm gonna keep my cool, like that's me. I'll keep my cool, but I'm gonna be in my head like, damn, like I just met Breezy.
I've always looked up to
Breezy though. Like, but I really think like who I really want to meet though, Young Dolph.
Young Dolph?
Dolph is he hard. Dolph hard. Like,
I agree.
He that's one. I don't. That's he hot as shit. Like everything he do, it just be like he do it different. Like
what do you like about his music? What separates his music in your mind? What separates his music from like the rest of?
Cause he really a street dude. Like he gonna sit here and tell you, I mean X, Y, and Z off this street money. Why would I take this record deal? Like you feel me? Like he go at every record deal. Like every record label, he go at all of them in his raps. Like he'll tell you, I don't mess with Epic. I ain't in this, I ain't in Sony, he'll tell you, he'll throw it all out there. He'll tell you, I made 10 million off of street money or whatever money he made, he supposed to make some type of money off street money, but he hard though. Like,
nah, are these actual, like?
Yeah, this is an actual, like, person. Like, he got a whole music video of his mom playing the piano. You feel me? His mom playing the video, piano, and he just rapping over top of it. Like, that was just hard. Like,
I've always had a major respect for artists who has some sort of substance in their music. Yeah. And that's, you refer to Young Dolph, because he's heavy in the streets, he's talking about what he's been through. That's substance because, exactly.
And be like, some of the stuff I can't even relate to. I just be learning a lot of things, you feel me? It be like every here and there I can relate to it because I ain't always into them streets. Like I wouldn't even call myself a street person, you feel me? I'm just a person that was in the streets, you feel me? So I'm familiar, I know the in and outs. I know, like, you feel me? Like, I'm just a person that was in the streets. I wouldn't really call myself a street person. You feel me? Like, a street person. Like, I wouldn't call myself a street person. I try to stay out that lane. I'm trying to stay positive. You feel me? I hang around the street people, so it's like it rub off on me a little bit, but I still try to stay me. Like,
exactly. Yeah. Now, in regards, in terms of your music, right? Yeah. Now, what would Runuprico say separates, music-wise, what would you say separates you from the rest of the competitors?
I mean, yeah, I'm glad you said that. Number one, it's because I don't see no competition. Not my competition, you feel me? I'm doing me. Y'all look at me as like competition, that's why y'all losing. You feel me? I'm just doing me. Like like when you see Runuprico, you don't see me with him and when you look at all these other cats, you see they all together. Him with him, and I'm by myself. I'm with me, Chopper Drop. You feel me? I'm with Rich Boy. I'm with my family. I'm with my gang. Like this is us. Like you see these other dudes, they all together. You feel me? I'm by myself, and I got better numbers than all y'all. How about that? Like that's how I be feeling sometimes. Like I don't care. I got better numbers than all y'all. They doing all these showcases. Ain't nobody invite me. But guess what? I don't care. I don't want to be there because I feel like if I keep popping out to all the same stuff y'all pop out, I'm on y'all level now.
Period.
And it's like, don't look at it like that because it's like, I be like, it was like, only reason I really look at it like that because before I really was popping, I was reaching out to some of these cats, you feel me? Like, yo, let's do a song. Let's do a song, let's do this, let's do that. Niggas even opened my DM, told me $1,200, or nigga didn't open my DM, read it, left me on red, fleed me. It is like so much goofy stuff going on, you feel me? So now it'd be like, now I'm in my position. I don't care how y'all look at me now, cause it's like y'all treated me like a crumb.
You know what? It's like, it's kind of like giving them a taste of their own medicine
like,
almost.
Yeah,
and
like
kind
y'all treated me like a crumb, so don't be mad cause you DM me 30 times and you wonder why you ain't got that feature yet. Cause you crumped me when I was down, you feel me? I ain't dumb, like, I just play it cool.
You know, like you said, what goes around
comes back around.
And that's a fact, period. And it's horrible because there's some artists who I guess they feel as though, you know, they've got a little bit of recognition that they're the biggest thing and the hardest thing ever.
Yeah, you gotta know what you do out here. You can't be no blind eye. Like, you gotta know that karma coming. So if you know what you did, you better be waiting for karma. Like,
people don't know that, man, and it's crazy. I could sense that you're a humble guy, and having that mindset you have, there's great things will always continue. Once you have that attitude and that mindset, doors tends to open for you more frequently than the guy who does not have that mindset. So I advise you to continue with that attitude and that mindset. You're going to go further than the guy who's big-headed. So please continue doing that. You know, because a lot of people out there who, you know, they see that and they appreciate that, you know. So, but I think we talked about enough. Would you say? Is there anything you want to kind of touch on before upcoming projects or anything you want to?
Yeah, Lawsuit coming out. I got 2 tapes on the way. One tape called Doghouse, one tape called Lawsuit. Doghouse really gonna be like some more street music, you feel me? Cause I really been like I've really been like more involved more in the streets lately. So it's like I've experienced like a lot of new stuff to talk about. So it's like I got a whole tape coming out just for street shit. It's gonna be called Doghouse, and I got another tape called Lawsuit, and that's just like my brother, like my folks just died, and it's like I just wrote a couple songs for him, and it's like it just seemed like the right time, like, you feel me, to drop that, and it's like these tapes gonna be alright, but other than that, you know, run up season.
Sorry to hear, sorry about your loss. Yeah. I mean, it's always something,
we gonna ball for bro, you feel me? I'm past the grieving part. You know what I mean? It hit me every couple nights.
How long ago did he, if you don't mind me, how long ago did he?
This is summertime.
Okay,
you feel me? Summertime, but bro still here though, you feel me?
Definitely.
Ain't about nothing, you mean? We love you, bro. You already know
Most
that.
Definitely. Where can the fans and those out there who don't already follow you, where can
social media, Runuprico. That's all social media.
Definitely.
Instagram,
Twitter,
everything.
Okay.
Runuprico. But other than that, run up season, chopper drop, shout out my neck up. Shout out my neck up, niggas. That's how we coming. Thanks for having me though.
Definitely, man. It was a pleasure having you here, man. Honestly, man, you're real humble. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing. You know.
Shout out Run Up CEO Meek too. Shout out my young boy Meek. You be tripping out. Chill out, little bro.
Definitely, man. So without that does it, man. Thank you guys for watching, and stay blessed out there. All right.
You already know.